City, but all of our people are still getting ready. They'll be here in a minute, maybe two. So just hang on tight to your computer mice. Count to 60 once or twice. We'll roll out that red carpet just for you. So stay tuned. Here's the show.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Friendly Senior Living's Impact event. We are so glad you can join us. Over the next half an hour, we are going to share with you what impact means to us at Friendly Senior Living. You'll learn about the different ways our residents, families, and staff have been impacted over the last year, and in turn, how they themselves have made an impact. We have become stronger together as we continue to persevere through the COVID-19 pandemic. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank our event sponsors for their partnership. We couldn't do what we do without your support, and we're very appreciative. Special thanks to our $10,000 impact event sponsors, Greystone Consulting and Carpus Investment Management. Thank you to Harder, Seacrest, and Emory for their support at the $5,000 level. Sponsoring our event at $2,500 are M&T Charitable Foundation and Ultra Mobile Imaging. Our $1,500 sponsors are Brown & Brown, Empire State, ESL Federal Credit Union, Goldman Sachs, Great Lakes Building Services, Lazard Asset Management, Mesner Flooring, Neuberger Berman, Power Management Company, Silvercrest Asset Management, Special Care Systems, SWBR Architects, and finally, thank you to our friends at Mason Digital for your support. In addition to our wonderful sponsors, I'd also like to express our gratitude to the Friendly Senior Living boards, including the boards of Cloverwood, Glenmere, Linden Knoll, the Friendly Home, and Friendly Senior Living. These experienced and committed individuals have had an immeasurable positive impact on our organization, and we couldn't be more grateful for their guidance and service. Also, thank you very much to all of our residents and families. Your partnership with us during the COVID crisis is so deeply appreciated. Through it all, you've been flexible, patient, supportive, and you should know how much it means to everyone who lives and works in our communities. Team Friendly is quite simply the best. Our employees truly are healthcare heroes. There aren't adequate words to describe the impact they make each and every day on our residents and on each other. They are caring, creative, adaptable, capable, and compassionate. They are the foundation of everything we do, and we are beyond thankful. Thank you again for attending our virtual event. Enjoy the show. I'd like to now introduce Richard Finn from Cloverwood.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Friendly Senior Living's Impact event. My name is Richard Finn, and I am the Executive Director of Cloverwood Senior Living and Glenmere Assisted Living and Memory Care. I'd like to take a moment to recognize all the hardworking and dedicated employees at Friendly Senior Living, especially those here at Cloverwood and Glenmere. I'm very proud to work with such an amazing team. Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Motor Company, said, "If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself." I see our success as our employees put forth their best effort every day, going above and beyond for the benefit of our residents. I look forward to enjoying this special event with you. And now I'd like to introduce Ted Heinrich, who will share some thoughts about the theme of our event.
Good evening. I'm Ted Heinrich, Chairperson of the Friendly Home Board of Directors. I'd like to echo Glenn and Richard by thanking all of you for joining us for this evening's virtual event. Your friendship and support is so greatly appreciated by the entire organization. Tonight's theme is impact. Impact is defined as having a strong effect on someone or something. In just a few minutes, you'll see a powerful video in which our residents, their loved ones, and Friendly Senior Living employees describe what impact means to them. They'll share their stories and their experiences that will touch you, impress you, make you laugh, and perhaps even make you cry. At Friendly Senior Living, COVID has impacted every aspect of our communities, our people, our operations, and our approach to providing excellence and compassionate care and services in the most difficult of circumstances. Even greater, though, is the impact we have had on one another as we faced the unprecedented challenges presented by the pandemic with fortitude and dedication. We've become stronger and better together as a team. Today, Friendly Senior Living is looking forward to the future with a sense of hope. We celebrate the impact of the amazing healthcare heroes who work at Cloverwood, Linden Knolls, Glenmere, and the Friendly Home, along with our residents, their families, and community supporters. Going back to the definition of impact, each has a strong effect on someone or something important to us. Tonight, you will learn how you can make an impact, how you can touch the lives of those who live and work at Friendly Senior Living. For over 170 years, our organization has relied on our friends in the community to carry out our nonprofit, mission-driven service every single day. We are so grateful to all of you. Please enjoy our event this evening. And once again, thank you for joining us and for showing that friends care always. Now I'd like to turn the program over to Jean Mace. Jean is the chairperson of the Board of Directors of Cloverwood Senior Living, Glenmere Assisted Living and Memory Care, and Linden Knoll. And once again, thank you all.
Thank you, Ted, and thanks to all of you. On behalf of everyone at Friendly Senior Living, we are so pleased that you are here with us this evening. Tonight, we are celebrating and embracing our new normal. Though the pandemic is unfortunately still with us, we continue to adapt, evolve, and most important, move forward with determination and hope. We continue to be creative and innovative in finding ways to serve our residents with the level of quality and excellence that they deserve. The Friendly Senior Living communities are very special, and in this video, you'll find out why. You will hear about the tremendous impact our employees, residents, families, and donors have on each other. We are indeed fortunate in our relationships with one another, bound together by the common purpose of living our values of friendship, compassion, teamwork, integrity, excellence, and customer focus every single day.
The impact that COVID has had on us has been beyond words, but yet what has grown out of that challenge really has been wonderful. The teamwork of people coming together, how engaging the staff has been, how they've taken on risk, how they figured out new ways to do things so that we can come out of COVID thriving. Friendly's goal is to be the best.
When COVID, started, just shock at first, scared. Residents were not knowing what to do and what's going on and why do we have to stay in our rooms and why are you guys wearing these shields and masks. We had to pray and we did do a lot of teamwork and made sure that everyone was safe. So it was a lot of change.
One kiss, then we begin again, walking my baby back home.
What I missed the most during that time when they were isolated in their rooms 24/7 was the ability to not be able to hug or touch or, just the physical contact, which I think is so important.
Roy and I moved to Linden Knoll 8 years ago next week, and it was the best move we ever made. The staff provided so much support for us, but then Roy's dementia got worse. Then by this time, COVID had started. One day, Marie, who was a charge nurse, came flying in from the office into Roy's room saying, "Joyce, you've got 10 minutes to get out of here. We're on lockdown." And that was the last time I really saw him for 247 days. There is a wonderful man, and I'm going to use a name on maintenance here, named Brian. And it might have been his job. I don't know whether it was his job or not. But what Brian did after Roy passed away was take my hand and walk me all the way from Morgan over to the apartment at Linden Knoll. And this was in the wee small hours of the morning. Wouldn't let me go by myself. That says it all about the staff here.
Is there anything else I need to do for you? Nursing is a passion for me. It's because my mother was in nursing. And I used to go with her on the weekends to her patient's house. And I used to love how my mother used to interact with them. And I just enjoyed it. So that's what's made me come into nursing. The green and orange one, do you see it up there?
Yes.
I like the residents here because I like the interaction with them. I like to make them smile. I like to make them happy. My husband called me, I'm an elderly magnet. He was like, wherever you go, it's like the elderly draws into you. The staff education program helped me. It made it easier for me for school. So my ultimate goal is to complete my bachelor's in nursing and to go on to be a nurse practitioner in mental health. And I thank the Friendly Home for helping me be able to make these steps in my life.
Is that okay? That's okay.
Hello.
Hello.
What time is your card game usually?
Oh, usually it's 2:30.
The recreation people were very creative. They would push the piano up and down the hall and ask us what songs we would like to be played so that we could sing along. Big day was Thursdays, which is our cocktail day. And there was a moving cart that would stop in front of our door, and our cocktail would be handed in to us along with some snacks.
How you doing?
Once COVID started changing and the residents were able to get out, it was nice to see the residents walking in the courtyard. It was nice to see them interacting with the other residents. It made me happy to see them happy. It felt really good.
The impact of the vaccine really up to this point has been nothing short of a miracle. Pre-vaccine, any of our residents that caught COVID died at a 40% clip. After the vaccine, and we have had people test positive after, recognizing it's still unusual, 0 have died.
I'm really happy that things are slowly but carefully going back to normal. Well, I'm back to visiting people once again, and I'm having more visitors from the outside.
If you wake up and look at your schedule for the day, you can always find something that you'll enjoy. They constantly have movies, they have field trips, picnics. The bingo is fun. And there's such a variety that you're never at loss for something fun to do. The biggest thing is I fell in love.
Oh, that's right, she fell in love.
We're at the point where now our focus is on how do we live with COVID and how do we thrive? And how do we make sure that we get back to that world where quality of life for the people in all of our organizations, including our staff, is equally as important as the quality of care. The impact of donors over the last few years has been critical. Recognizing that the reimbursement we get from the government for our services does not nearly cover cost. Our most critical area is staff. To be the best, not just in Rochester, but anywhere, it takes money. During the pandemic, and especially during the uncertainty of the pandemic and the uncertainty of the financial world, our donors stepped forward.
My mom, Mary, was a member at the Friendly Home for just about 5 years. We had a phenomenal experience there. As a family, it was beyond expectation. When we came to the Friendly Home, there was love, there was compassion, there was emotion, there was a concern for her as the new person entering a neighborhood. There was concern for us as a family, embarking on this path. So we got to make memories. We got to come and just have coffee and come for lunch and bring the kids and have them play their musical instruments, and we got to just be with Mom. We got to know the nurses, we got to know the housekeepers, the laundry, everybody in that Friendly Home. And over that 5-year period, when you're there so often, you become friends, and then friends over time become family. You just felt that you were giving them one of your most precious gifts, and they really reassured you that it's gonna be okay. We had decided that when my mom passed, there was really no better place to ask for donations in lieu of flowers than to have it come back to the Friendly Home. We did want to earmark it for something special and enduring. We did that with a bench on the terrace. Then COVID hit, and my sister had the great idea of iPads, however many we could buy. They're doing virtual visits, and that way, no matter where you were, you could connect. So the holidays rolled around and we wanted to make a year-end donation somewhere. I believe the music therapy program is expanding, and we definitely wanted to be part of that, to say this is a huge tool and this needs to grow. Through any donation you make, you are enriching lives, you are changing lives, you are allowing the staff to do their job better, you are reminding them how grateful you are for what they do for your loved one. That's what donation's about.
These are wonderful and heartwarming stories. And as I said earlier, you can see why Friendly Senior Living means so much to so many. You can be part of Friendly Senior Living's bright future. The impact of our donors is immeasurable. Your generosity helps Friendly Senior Living to do as much as we possibly can and the best that we possibly can for the older adults entrusted to our care. Please consider supporting Friendly Senior Living this evening. Just imagine the powerful impact of your gift and what a difference you can make. Thank you so much.
Good evening. I'm Mike Parada, Vice President and Administrator for the Friendly Home, and I'd like to take a few minutes to talk with you about Friendly Senior Living's staff education program. This program provides employees with meaningful professional development opportunities. And here's what's unique about this program. Number one, we remove barriers so that staff can pursue opportunities to progress in their careers. This includes assistance with overcoming significant roadblocks like tuition, books, childcare, even parking and other expenses. Number two, we want to make sure that our employees are kept whole while they are in school. So for example, a licensed practical nurse who's going to school to become a registered nurse will be paid at full-time rates, but will actually work less than that in order to focus on their schooling and their classwork. And third, our in-house CNA training program helps the community by providing introductory access to paths in healthcare. And it helps Friendly Senior Living build a pool of employees who have been trained specifically to our high standards. And in this way, we can cultivate, recruit, and retain the best of the best. It's very gratifying to me to see the success of our employees as a result of the opportunities provided by Friendly Senior Living. When I attend a CNA graduation and I see the hard work and the pride of the graduates, it makes me feel so proud of Friendly Senior Living's commitment to them. And when I talk to people like Victoria, who you will meet in a moment, I'm in awe of their dedication to achieving their lifelong goals. When I see someone working in nursing who started in dining services, I'm very proud of the commitment that Friendly Senior Living has made to that opportunity. So now let me introduce you to Victoria, a licensed practical nurse who works on our memory care neighborhood. Thank you, Victoria, for sharing your story with us.
My name is Victoria Siri Bantong. I am currently an LPN at the Friendly Home in the memory care unit. So when I first started with nursing, I was kind of second guessing myself and I was like, should I really do it? But then, I got assigned with the staff education program and I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to help me reach my goal. So I did plan on going for my RN, but I said, the staff education program, this would help me get to my LPN, and having my LPN experience will definitely benefit me down the road when I get my RN. I always knew I wanted to become a nurse. I had a couple nurses in my family. They always told me that I would be a great nurse, and I've always loved caring for people, especially the elderly. I think it's so special, that they have their own story and their background. And it's really nice to get to know them on a personal level. I absolutely think that nurses play a really critical role, especially during this pandemic, during COVID. I would not have been able to get my LPN without Friendly Senior Living. They really allowed me to focus on my studies. Not only that, but they helped me with paying for certain fees, which helped out a ton. I was able to focus on my studies by working at least once a week, requiring one weekday and one weekend. So I was able to, use my time very wisely with my studying. Not only that, but they also helped with, any expenses. It could be, parking, textbooks, tuition. It helped a lot. The Friendly Senior Living staff education program has allowed me to improve personally, but also professionally. Friendly Senior Living has created a huge impact on my life. Thank you so much.
As our event draws to a close, thank you once again to one and all for being part of it. I hope you've been impacted by the Friendly Senior Living story and that you'll continue to support our organization. To our sponsors, your support is so greatly appreciated. Don't forget that our silent auction will remain open until 7 p.m. this evening. Please check out all the great items that are available. Bid high and bid often and keep bidding higher. Thanks for joining us and for showing that friends care always. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.